Okay, welcome back everyone. So this video is going to be really different to what I've done in the past. I've touched on how to get clients and a little bit of that sort of stuff when I first started the channel, but obviously the focus has been really on Google, okay? And as much as I want to keep doing and focusing on Google, it can be a little bit dry at times. And there are people out there that obviously don't have enough money to run ads. So I want to help you start to make money online and getting clients and selling them a service that you have with the skills you have, or you can go and learn, especially ones that aren't too hard to do. You just need to know a little bit more than someone else to sell them a skill, right? I'm going to show you how to get your first client in this video, okay? So before that, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm and I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below once you watch the full video, what you think of it and if it's helped you, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, you're probably wondering why am I doing this? And the reason is I really like online service-based businesses, especially for beginners and making money online. Now, the reason for this, guys, is pretty simple. A lot of you may not have enough money or enough time to, or aren't able to make the commitment to e-commerce on its own. So a lot of you just don't have enough money to run paid ads to your e-commerce store, and having an online service business like a digital marketing agency, or better known as a social media marketing agency, a lot of gurus spring it, but it is hard work, guys. But what I do really like about it is, and obviously just to let you know my expertise, I run a digital marketing agency. I have more on an ongoing basis. I normally tend to have 10 to 15 clients normally, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the size of the projects. And basically they pay me a monthly retainer, or depending on what it is, it might be a one-off lump sum to do X job, okay? So what I like about it is it allows you to relatively quickly get cash to invest into something like e-commerce or whatever it is that you do, okay? And I do want to touch on in this channel different investments that I myself make or intend to make or have made, okay? Just so it can help you on your journey, okay? So guys, the other thing I really like about it, it's very low overheads. It's not like Shopify where you've got to pay your ongoing fee, what that means is if you are paying for it and you don't have the money for ads, but you're running the Shopify store and you're paying for it, you can use the money that you get from this to invest into it. But online service businesses, very low overheads, low barriers to entry as well. And both of these things are not great as well as being bad, okay? So it's not great because it means it's competitive, okay? But if you can stand out and if you can be consistent with all this and stick to whatever offer and branding you come up with, and you can become known as an expert, just like I've become known as an expert in Google, people come to me. I don't even have to look for them. They come to me because I'm now known as an expert, okay? It's moderately scalable. It's not as scalable as e-commerce, and that's why I really like e-commerce. E-commerce is much more scalable than this is because you're limited by time with this, okay? You're still at the same time trading time for money with this. There's certain things you can outsource, but not everything, okay? So it's not as scalable as e-commerce. I like it because you can work from anywhere, okay? So I've got my laptop right now, I'm in Greece and I'm working. So pretty cool. I think most people would agree it's a pretty good perk of the job or whatever of the business. So you'll need a skill or service you can sell. If you don't have a skill or service, you're gonna have to learn one. And I've just put up some examples here. You can peruse them as you want, guys, but it's social media, Google ads. And obviously, given I teach a lot of Google, I'm gonna tell you, why not take on Google clients, okay? Why don't you get out there and find clients and run the ads and the services and use the skills I teach you, especially in my paid course, which if you're interested will be below. The link will be below for you to peruse the page. And if you have any questions, just let me know. If you take the free course and then build on it with the paid course stuff, you'll be able to go and build an online business like this to then be able to reinvest into your e-commerce business. Anyone that's been in this game long enough knows that you need to have multiple income sources for stability. Otherwise, you're going to have to ride the waves, the troughs, the ups and downs of e-commerce on its own or digital marketing agencies, okay? So these are all some skills here that I'll go into greater detail on these down the track, but here's just some ideas, guys. Just go through them, have a look, pause the video and have a look, okay? The other thing about the skills is it needs to be in demand and it needs to be packaged well, guys. So people actually need to want the service or need the service in question that you're offering, okay? If they don't want or need it and it's something you think is really cool, but people don't want or need it and aren't willing to pay for it, that's the second bit. So pricing things will come down the track when I talk about it. If people are interested in this video, if it doesn't do well, I won't do too much more content on it, but I think people will be interested in it. So you need to have a well packaged offer, and I'll show you how to test that down the track, guys. But basically, it needs to be in demand. Don't go and pick something obscure, okay? You know, social media marketing agencies work because there's people that need it. There's, especially the older demographic, they've got no idea about it, okay? So if you can find someone that knows they need it, which there's heaps of them out there, and they've got a good business, because you need to go after businesses that do well. If you package all these things together, that's when you're onto something that's going to make you some money, okay? And guys, just the ballpark figure, you can very, very easily make $3,000, $5,000 a month, very, very easily. I'm not going to say, so making $10,000 a month in this is hard. Don't listen to the people that tell you $10,000 a month is easy. It takes a bit of work and it'll take you time. If you're making $10,000 a month, it means you're probably taking on a project that you aren't equipped for, okay? Because smaller businesses, I find, are where you probably will be able to sign people on quicker. And 500 to 1,000 for a lot of those is probably the end game, okay? For Google ads, for some real basic ones, it might only be 300, okay? 400. So just keep in mind that at the start, you're probably going to need to take on some smaller clients and build on that, okay? Because if you take big ones and stuff it up, your name is going to be made black across the whole internet. Just keep that in mind. And at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to service every client well. I have clients that I haven't been able to fulfill because for whatever reason, whether it's a very competitive niche and it was just too hard with the budget to collect the data, so we both decided it was too hard, or the sales processes weren't good, or I stuffed up. I'm not perfect, no one's perfect, and at the end of the day, not all businesses are going to be serviceable. You've just got to do your best, but start off small. So here are my top 5 ways to get clients, guys. Firstly, family and friends, okay? Super, super important one. Your immediate network of businesses is the second, so anyone that you deal with, okay? 3, Facebook group contributions. So start to become known as an expert on Facebook, okay? And use your personal profile to do that. Number 4 is cold email. Using cold email is very, very powerful. Don't listen to the people that tell you it doesn't work. I prefer cold email to cold calling. That's just me. I'm not a great cold caller. I'm much better at crafting good cold emails and having a good follow-up process. And then LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is one that I'll go into greater detail, okay? So my most important tips before I get into these in a bit more detail is tell everyone what you do, guys. Don't be scared, don't be shy. The more I post about it, the more business I get. I'm still not great at this. I sometimes feel a little bit shy about doing it. Don't be that person. Do better than me, okay? So post about it. Not too much, but post valuable stuff to people that people will be interested in, and you'll see how many people you get referrals from, or go, oh, I remember Nick does a lot of this stuff, doesn't he? He knows his social media stuff. And you'll get a lot of comments like that. So, and talk about it in person. So whenever you're speaking to someone, business owners, well-known people, affluent people, rich people, poor people, anyone that does anything, they might work for a business that's doing it. I had a conversation with someone that was going, you know what, our social media sucks. We're a big company and it really sucks. We've got people in there that don't know. I've mentioned your name. They want you to come in and have a chat to them. Stuff like that happens all the time, okay? So the more you tell people about it, the better it's going to be for you, okay? So, but be subtle and don't try and hard sell people. No one likes it, okay, guys? No one likes being hard sold to. So the quickest and easiest ways are family and friends, guys, and your immediate network of businesses. So family and friends, some of them will own, work for, know people that have businesses, and as I said, they will then refer people to you or will want to give you work, okay? People, if you have a form of relationship or trust with someone, that's the first step to making a business, signing on a business. So if you don't have that, then it's unlikely that it's going to happen, right? So if you can build that relationship, if you've already got it there and you know the people and you're close with them, why not approach them first and go, hey, this is what I'm doing. Do you know anyone that's interested? Or are you yourself interested in this? Let's do a trial, or let's do this, or I think you could do this. Come up with ideas, guys. Be full of ideas and train that idea muscle, because there's no one way of doing this, whatever service it is that you want to offer. And I guarantee you've got something or are on the cusp of knowing something. So the Google stuff is the best example. If you grab that and use that content, especially if you're in my paid course, you're going to be laughing, okay? You know straight away more than 95% of people running Google ads, legitimately, because it's got everything that I do in there, and everything I've done wrong, you can learn from that, okay? From here, your immediate network of businesses, so that could be your gym, restaurants, real estate agents, dentist, barber, hairdresser, the list goes on. you've got some kind of relationship with them, build on it, slowly tell them, smile, be personable and social, and you will do great, okay? I get a lot of work from this strand, and especially at the start, these two are where I got most of my start, okay? That's how I got started doing this. It was the easiest way, and a lot of good friends gave me opportunities, and family as well, and I've been very, very blessed and lucky to have them, okay? So make sure you utilize this network. So the time investment, one of these is Facebook group contributions, but basically this takes time and energy to slowly build a reputation as being an expert in your niche, okay? So you want to become known as an expert. People are going to tag you going, oh yeah, I'm looking for X, and someone's going to go, I know who does that. They may not even know you and they tag you in it. I get tagged in stuff all the time like that. Oh, Nick knows his Google ads, or Nick knows this. And it's really, really good, guys. You'll get plenty of business from it. So have a profile that, your Facebook personal profile gets more reach. Make sure you post on that as well in terms of to your wall. And then make sure you've got a nice banner. I need to update mine. Don't look at mine. Mine's not that great. So mine will be getting updated in future, and I'll use that as an example. And then join groups where your prospects, so where your leads are hanging out, okay? If you target small business, find all the small business groups, okay, in your area, in the world if you want, and go into them and add value there, okay? And over time, people will contact you. The idea with all of these guys is, for most of them, you want to build an authority, become an authority, people start contacting you. So here are the more advanced methods, guys. You've got cold email, okay, and LinkedIn. Cold email can either be done manually by coming up with a list of decision makers. So if you want to target restaurant owners, find a list of all the restaurant owners in your area. You can either pay a VA, do them yourself, or buy the data. There's lots of places you can actually buy the data. I do that a lot of the time. Or I get a VA to make a nice list of good prospects that I know will be interested in this, or potentially, okay? You then need to learn the art of structuring cold emails. And guys, this could be a course on its own, okay? A massive video series at the very least. It's a huge topic. It's quite intricate, but it works best with an automated system that mass sends sequences. But the idea here is you want to have short emails, short subjects, and some form of, it needs to have something in there that can interest the person enough to open it, okay? And these email tracking systems, that if you pay for them, they'll tell you the open rates, when's best to email these people, and so on and so forth. So LinkedIn is the last one. This is similar to the Facebook group method if you're trying to build an organic audience, but you're going to want to add people that are your perfect prospects. And what I really like about LinkedIn is it puts you in front of the right decision makers very, very quickly, okay? You can also use an automated bot to do this, okay? That's the way I'd recommend. Costs a bit more money though, so just be aware these two here do cost a bit more money, LinkedIn costing a bit more. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Obviously a very, very brief intro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, okay? Give me a thumbs up, guys. And if you liked it, let me know in the comments below and I'll make more content about this. Now, if you want to learn a skill, why don't you learn all the ones that I've got there about Google? Jump to my free Facebook mastermind. If you want my course, it's still very, very cheap at $297. Get into it. If not, it's going to go up soon, and if you don't get it, it's going to go up to that more expensive price, and you're going to miss out on a lot of the content that I put out to begin with, and that personal touch. There's not that many people in there now, so it's very, very personal touch that I'm going to be adding there, and the content's going to be crafted towards those people. Okay, now, if you want even more help, I've got the coaching program there, but totally up to you guys. You can use this now to go and find clients. You can use the free course, whatever it is you like, and then start building on that, learn more, and then get more complex clients, okay? So talk to you soon, guys. Thank you.